15 to 20 minutes just talking like that.
I did it last night on stream. I just did a 15 minutes of only speaking in Scottish, and it almost killed me. I hated myself by the end of it. They were extending it by subbing.
Oh my god, that is such a good idea. I've already said when Caroline moves out, that's pretty much 90% of my time is just going to be doing voices at my cats.
Talking to yourself.
That's what I do when I live alone. Right? We talked about this, right?
I do
just
that
talk to the
same
cats
shit
all the time.
I've given up just being embarrassed about it in front of Emma, and now I'm just an insane person that lives in the same apartment.
Yeah, but you guys have been together for how long? Like
too long, frankly.
12,000 years? Too long.
Too long, but that's a conversation to have offline. You know, we're not live, right? Have we gone
shit!
back?
Well, hey guys, welcome back to Tablestory Dustvale. Hello.
Hello guys, welcome back. I was just saying how much I love my girlfriend. She's so hot and amazing and helpful. So before the break, I had a girlfriend. Before the break, Raja was down the alleyway. In all his Batman-y, shadowy glory, hiding from foes and creatures alike. When I had you made a perception check. So basically, over the course of the sort of maybe hour or so that you're stood here, there's no sign of Kaslek. Although at around 7, the guards that are out the front change. 2 guys come out that you don't recognize. 2 more tieflings, both this time with long swords on hips. The guy with the gun that you'd spoken with last week, and the other one with the long sword himself, head inside and seem to disappear. No sign of Kaslek in the time that you're stood here, although you do then notice a drunken looking... No, actually, no, he doesn't look drunk, but he is drunk. Carlias stumbling towards the entrance.
I'm just gonna be singing like random ass songs like
be our guest, put our service to the test.
I'm just walking through.
Leaving him?
Yeah, I don't say anything. Just let him go.
All right. Carlias, you approach the entrance to the Velvet Crown Casino, and the 2 tieflings which are on guard there just stand there. Yes, what do you want?
I have a date. I have a room key.
You have room key?
Aye.
They look you up and down. You show them the key?
Yeah, I'm gonna show it.
Sure, yeah. It has like a little, it's a normal iron key with a little wooden thing attached to the side, which has like a stamp on it and an 11 on it. You had 11, right? It was room 11. And they look at you. Okay, I suppose. And they kind of look you up and down again because you're disgusting and covered in beer.
I had a keg thrown at me. That's fine.
Do you speak Infernal?
No.
They say, Gasketrunde Pearl Dantea. Gisketrunapante. Whatever. Go in then. And they open the door and let you in.
Pleasure.
I walk in.
Danteruntesinke. Danta hunde bentates etorhande. Humboyese. Ah! And then they continue standing as the door closes behind you. The entrance to this place continues to be resplendent. There's a fountain in here that's very beautiful, and no sign of Miami Blossom in the entranceway.
I'm gonna make my way up to the. Actually, isn't there a bar nearby?
There's several bars in several of the different rooms. You've only been, so your experience of this place in this main, so there's the entrance foyer where there's lots of different exits. One of them is an exit that's a stairway that goes up towards the inn area, which is the tower above you. And then there's all the different rooms that house the different types of games and potentially other things. One of them is like a kitchen.
So wasn't there a bar in the room that I went into?
Yes. There
Okay,
was.
so I'll go in there and I'll go to the bar.
Sure. Yeah, you head over to the bar. When you're in the room, give me a perception check.
I'm gonna blame the alcohol.
That's his second nat one tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you step through. You're a little drunk, maybe, and you. Hang on, sorry, my roll 20 just did some weird shit. So you step in. You're a little drunk, and you see no Miami Blossom. You don't see any of his friends that were with him either. And you just walk to one side of the room, turn, walk to the other where you think the bar is. You're looking around, and you stumble through a crowd of people over to the bar. Once you get there, the bartender, who is a tiefling gentleman, relatively lithe and relatively tall, he has quite small little horns as opposed to the larger horns of the door staff, and he's dressed in finery. Pulls over a glass in front of you and brings up a couple of bottles and places them on the counter. Yes, what would you like to drink, sir?
I don't suppose you have any whiskey.
Whiskey, of course. We have only the finest whiskey from Crimson City. We have Crimson Rot.
Oh, how much?
For one glass. He looks you up and down. 5 gold.
Fine, I'll have 2.
Okay. A pleasure. He pours 2 fingers of whiskey, pushes it towards you. Tell me where you are from. You are dressed very strangely, and it's not common we see somebody of your kind.
I look filthy. I'm from Old Roost. Bounty hunter. All my job's on the side.
A bounty hunter. We do not see many bounty hunters in the Velvet Crown.
I don't know. Well, I guess it's a compliment then.
You are working for a noble here, or you are on your own?
No, just, I guess you could say it's like downtime. Waiting for the next job kind of thing.
You must be a very good bounty hunter.
I mean, I've had my fair share. I actually have one that I have to go, tidy up, so to speak.
A bounty to behead.
Aye.
A life of adventure.
And peril and fighting and drinking. I'll take drink.
It is not for me, this life. I always wanted to become a butcher when I was a child, but my family would not allow it. So then I decided to become a baker. But it turns out I am the worst baker in Sin River. So now I am a bartender. Mr. Kaslik has been very kind to me, of course.
Well, I mean, never lose sight of your dreams.
Oh, no. I could never be a butcher now.
What about a baker?
I set fire to an entire house as a child, trying to bake simple bread. They would not let me near an oven if I paid them all the gold in Sin River.
Ah. Well, that makes sense.
I'll drink the other one as well.
Are you just avoiding your date, or are you just sitting at the bar?
No, I want to get a little bit more drunk.
I feel like you're mixing drinks as well. Give me a con save. Hey!
Rolls it when he needs it.
Rolls it when he needs it. Yeah, you're not gonna be sick or pass out and get kicked out. You're good. So you sit there and drink for a little while, speaking to
ask
this guy.
Bartender.
Hey, I don't suppose you know where Miami Blossom is.
He gives you like a look over and says, I'm afraid I do not know who you speak of.
Miami Blossom. He was in here earlier.
I'm afraid I am not allowed to give out private information about our guests.
I actually have a room with him.
Give me a persuasion check. Oh, my sincerest apologies.
it's
I
fine.
believe he said that he looks at you. He had a meeting. Somebody he had to meet of importance. He went back to his room.
Oh. It probably makes sense. Right. I'll take one last drink to go, if that's okay.
Pulls you out.
I give him the 5 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I wish me luck.
Good luck.
I'm gonna go head up to room 11.
Have a wonderful stay. And the bartender watches you walk out. You head on up to room 11. Back at Raja's house.
I like the bartender.
Back at Raj. I mean, not everyone's a fucking devious criminal, you know? Some people are just bartenders. Lash. So Raja explained in great detail where the house was, right? This isn't
Right.
like a thing where you have to guess it.
I gave them the address, assuming there are street numbers here.
Yeah, you live at like 12 Raja Lane or whatever in Sin River.
Yeah,
You're like,
probably
Red
is.
Lane.
it's the only house on the street. It's just that's.
it's
my
just a
street.
little, he's got like a little ramshackle hut that's just completely by itself in the north east of
and it's
town.
surrounded by barbed wire.
Yeah, there's just a single
It's a survival.
sign in the dirt that's clearly been scratched by some random human hand that just says 1 Raja Lane.
It just looks like a survivalist compound in the deep south where the government is going to take over. Just like keep out signs and barbed wire everywhere.
And Lash, Arden, and Strings, you approach this little ramshackle building. 1 Raja Lane. How is this place like locked up and stuff, by the way?
He said the key was, and I'm checking these pots. He said the key was under this one.
Yeah,
Super
you
heavy.
Yeah,
Find the key under the pot.
It would be there unless someone came and removed it.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. I'm
Bam.
gonna go ahead and
1
Nice.
Raja Lane.
Nice little place.
This is
Creep.
quaint. Are the other 2 here, Gobble and Finrana? They were supposed to be staying here, right?
Here? I don't
He told them to
think
come
so.
here.
Gobble.
We
and
never actually
Finrana.
did. We never actually did follow up on that in the
Yeah,
slightest.
so I've been wondering for like 2
Yeah,
episodes.
they're
Where the
just on their
fuck
own
are
here.
they?
So I had this idea where I was gonna like see about finding them a place to stay or finding them work,
You told them a place to go to look
Yeah, you
for.
told them to come here.
and then I just totally forgot about it for like 3 episodes straight. So I have no idea what they're doing. Maybe they're
I
here.
don't
Maybe they're
remember
not.
him saying go
Are
to the
they?
house, but
We could retroactively got them a hotel room. I don't know. I have
There
no
you go.
idea where they are.
I think you sent them to a business.
I was certain he sent them here, but apparently not.
There's definitely no one.
Well, there's no
Here.
flex.
Well, fuck it. Let's crack open the keg. I'm gonna use the dagger to just into the keg. And
Sure.
I'm gonna
yeah.
light some oil lamps or candles or whatever's around.
I
There's
don't. You have a keg, do you? You have.
Oh no, shit! Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
go.
pop
right.
open.
You just destroyed the
thank
whiskey
you.
bottle.
Thank you for. Oh fuck.
You said stab a
So
keg
we've
up.
got. I'm gonna look for some glasses, I guess. Would I find glasses?
you would find like two in the-
glasses.
So when
Right.
you walk in the door, there's like a fireplace on the left, and there's like a small kitchen area there. And there's like there's no fresh food of any kind, but you see like bags of like dried salted
Jerky,
food and like
yeah.
two
Dried zombie.
And then there's like 2 dried zombie. And then there's like 2 dirty
Oh.
drinking glasses that are both like sitting in a pot unwashed.
Well, thank God I've. Do you guys have I
Would
don't-
dried zombie jerky still be moving?
Maybe.
Not sure where my flask is. Do you have a cup on you, either of you, Arden? You've got everything. You have a cup?
You each have silver
We have
chalice. Oh no,
chalices.
Strings didn't get one today.
Oh, I have a
Oh, no, he
silver
did get one.
chalice,
Did
yeah.
I?
String. Yeah, you.
I
Okay,
think
because
you
that
did.
was I was like, oh fuck, did I go?
Yeah, no.
Well, never mind. I'll just use my
Yeah,
chalice.
you each have your
Shink. Out of my
beautiful
backpack.
silver
Sorted,
chalices.
I'm holding mine up.
Drink
your
from
name's
these,
written on it.
then.
Can I have the red one?
Yes.
Strawberry.
Give her the wine. Arden, whiskey, wine.
I'll take a little whiskey.
Perfect.
Sure.
Now, start drinking. How
Just
do you
gonna-
both feel about a little bit of a prank?
A prank?
Go on. I want to be looking through like books if Raja has any while he's saying this.
Actually, his
Carlias.
house is a freaking library. There's
Nice.
Good.
like multiple bookshelves.
Carlias, I feel bad for the poor sod. He's so uptight. He's so serious. So I was
He
thinking
looked fine earlier.
we can fuck with him. Yeah?
Well, what would you have in mind?
Tomorrow.
Not gonna hurt him, right?
No, not gonna hurt him. But tomorrow, maybe we talk to Oid, and we work it out that maybe he signed up for the fight on his own. So we all go out and go onto the pits to fight, and then we don't go out, and then Oid announces him as a solo challenger, and we scare the shit out of him.
I don't think Oid would appreciate that when we then go to help him.
Well, no, we let him in on it. We tell him that we're going to jump in. We'll pay him off.
I bet if we tip him.
Yeah.
Do we have the
Yeah.
money?
I'm sure
I'm
we
looking-
can give him 5 gold or something.
Looking at the Kenku especially.
I've got like 2 gold left, so I'm sure just a couple. He'd do it for
Yeah.
the laughs. He would have to.
I think you would because it's
hilarious.
entertainment.
Bash, you can't tell him though.
Okay.
With what I remember of was Oid. How long's Oid been here as the champion? It's only a few years, I assume, right?
Yeah, like he's like maybe 20, 25 years.
Oh, okay.
He's been he probably built the thing about 25 years ago, and it's just steadily grown over that time. Before that, he was just out of nowhere. Just this nameless fighter showed up and created a sanctioned fighting pits.
Was Oid around when I was still here?
If you were here within the last 25 years, then yeah.
I don't know how old my character actually is. I don't know how old Fearbolgs are.
Neither do
for,
I,
the,
actually. I fucking fuck all idea.
for the kicks and giggles, let's say I wasn't here.
Yeah, I mean you're like magical, so you're like a big. Fearbolgs are weird creatures that I don't understand exactly.
Don't enable Arden, please.
So,
I don't. Yeah.
Arden, does that sound good?
As
Have a little bit of
long as
fun.
we don't get him killed.
We won't get him killed. I mean, we'll jump in and save him. We'll be like, oh, there was a joke. It was a prank. It was five of us all
Can we
along."
at least guarantee that, Oid is okay with this?
Well, yeah, it hinges on
'Cause-
Oid. We could have Oid be like, "Oh, I hear you are fighting a dragon, Carlias." Right? And then Carlias would shit himself.
I mean, that does sound like Oid, but Oid also sounds like a twat.
Oid's a cunt, yes. He's
Okay.
yeah, but
Can't
for
stand
money, he would do it.
If Oid agrees, and we
Hmm.
believe him,
Hmm.
I think this is good. Carlias has saved me on at least 2 occasions, so
He's a
I
good
don't
man.
want to kill him.
No, I just want to lighten him up a little bit.
He did drink a lot.
Maybe
He
if
looked
we...
pretty light this evening.
Yes, it was wonderful. Did you hear that accent?
In fact, he looked really happy. And on that, I'm just gonna toss back a cup of the strawberry wine.
Okay, well, back to the books.
If
Good
you're all
luck.
sitting at my table, just there's scrolls and quill pens everywhere. Don't spill ale on my stuff.
I'm looking through as
shit,
much stuff
I
as I
hope
can.
Raja didn't need that. Fuck.
Yeah.
What was that? A map of a city? Well, he didn't need the poor district. That's okay. We'll just
Oh.
leave that. Let me grab a rag for that.
Yeah, we should
That's-
probably be careful.
Yes, oops. My apologies. Oh, I spilled the ink everywhere as well.
Oh God, I
God.
spilled the fire.
I'm such a klutz. Oh my goodness. Don't tell Raja, whatever we do.
I feel like as you steadily got more and more drunk, that everything just fell to ruin.
Table's just upside down.
Yeah, so I'm
House.
actually gonna start tidying. I'm gonna take care of those dishes and maybe try and get a little fire going. I'm just gonna
yeah.
I'm
I guess at
just
some
gonna
point I would just
tidy
sit
up
back.
a little bit, guys. I'm also gonna double check the front door is locked.
It is, Luke. It is, yeah.
All right. Yeah, Art's just looking through stuff. He's been relatively quiet, just reading.
If you're looking at the scrolls on the table, it appears that he has been trying to work on a spell, but it's written in Druidic.
I love the pile of books.
Yeah,
The books are
about
coming
right.
in.
They start materializing. Oh, I pressed the book button.
More and more books.
So
begin.
magical.
He has like 4
appear.
fully stocked bookshelves, and then on his
Jesus Christ.
on his table there's also just like loose leaf scrolls and stuff scattered everywhere, and like 2 inkwell things.
There's
I know
just
where you're
shelves
fitting-
randomly in the
I know
middle
where
of
you're
the room.
fitting all these bookshelves, but they're just all around now.
I thought of them being a little bit taller and less, wide like that. If they're that
They're
wide,
just-
maybe he only has 2. If
They
they're
just
that
encroach
wide.
everything.
This is the room now. Oh
This
my
is
god!
it.
There you go. That's
is
the
it.
room now.
He uses them as ramparts in defensive situations.
Raja's practical, okay, guys?
Oh God! Did we knock over the bookcase? No! Watch out, Lash! No!
Oh, Jesus.
Well, in all fairness, you can't knock them over because they'll hit like other walls or furniture.
Hey, you can. Oh, fucking! I'm a roll-20 god.
We have fucking destroyed this house.
No,
I
I
think it
am
looks
making
nicer.
a tidy little fire, and I'm cleaning the dishes, and I'm cleaning up after you fools.
There you go.
Oh my God! That's so.
So
That's
you
more like it.
guys just destroy Raj's house and get steadily drunk. Make me con saves, each of you.
Oh dear.
Lash, you're like the least drunk. Arden and Strings are starting to maybe as dusk starts to fall, you notice that they start doing that thing where they're like, when I was young, I never had to do that.
When
And
I
they just
was a young warthog.
yeah, they start singing.
When I was a young warthog.
Carlias is singing his way up the stairs. Raja, make me a perception check. And now that 12.
12s is all I get. Can we just go with my passive 15 if I'm sitting here for like 7 or 6 or 7 hours?
Even your passive 15 is not good enough, unfortunately.
No!
No, it's fine. You can take the 15. You still, as far as you can tell, there's nobody like Castlek. There's loads of people going in and out. They all look like nobles in general, moving in and out of the Velvet Crown Casino. And as dusk begins to fall, the presence of Castlek is not obviously noticed. You continuing to just stalk the area, stake out.
Yeah, I guess I'll just continue staking it out. Based on from my vantage point, am I realistically thinking that someone might have just left and I didn't see him? Like, is that a possibility? Or
Unlikely, unless they have all sorts of secret entrances and exits.
okay, in that case, I'll just continue camping out there as late as I have to. Then,
Yeah.
if I can be reasonably confident that I didn't miss him, then yeah, I'm just gonna stay there.
Yeah. Carlias, you approach the room 11.
Mhm.
What are you
Just
doing?
sing it just on the way up the stairs. Just Hakuna Matata. Just prepare myself mentally for what is about to happen.
Yep. What do you do when you get to room 11? You're in, the door is there.
Just knocking.
Who is it?
Hey, Carlos.
Did I not give you a key?
Oh, 1 second. I'll use the key.
When you open the door, what is before you is absolute glory. Now we have to, of course, all imagine Orlando Bloom in his prime as Legolas, completely buck naked. There is like some sort of magical glow, like maybe some sort of fairy fire around a lot of the objects in the room, giving it a sort of pinkish red hue. There are some candles and there are lots of rose petals across the bed.
Brad?
He's kind of Burt Reynolds naked on the bed or whatever. And as you He gives you the come to me, daddy finger. What do you do?
If no one understood what was just playing, then it's that I don't know the name of it.
Let's get it on.
Let's get on.
It's yeah, whatever it is, it's copyright, and no one's ever going to see the VOD
No,
again.
that was a cover. Don't worry about it.
What do you do?
Yeah, he's just gonna walk in. Just yeah.
Closing the door,
Mhm.
locking the door,
Mhm.
making love to Miami Blossom. I have to know.
No.
All right. You do that. As the
You do
door
that.
closes on the camera, Raja.
May I add?
Hmm.
It's really bad that the other night, whilst playing Dream Daddy, the one character that my character had sex with, I voiced like Carlias.
Whatever, like, go find that VOD and watch that bit because I'm sure that's what's going on up there.
That's what happened.
It's chaos up there.
The screen turns black and Miami Blossom starts to unbutton Carlias' shirt,
Jesus Christ.
belt.
No, this is a family-friendly channel. Raja.
Wait, does he have to make the standard?
Performance check.
Oh, he will.
Oh,
He's not
okay.
finished.
I'm,
It's only just
Give him
getting
a
started.
fucking
Don't
chance.
rush him.
I'm
Jeez.
sorry, chat. Shut up, God. Fucking bats.
Damn it,
Good
backstabbers.
lord. It's coming. Something's coming. Someone. Maybe. Depends on the role, really, doesn't it?
I'd like to say though that Carlias is like a chastity belt for the backside, so he's giving, not taking.
Okay, that'll give you disadvantage, I'm sure.
He just wears that around.
All the time.
It's just like a flap that he has. That if
Sure.
anyone tries to get it around,
Chastity flap,
like
you know,
electric,
A chastity flap. Yeah. With family friendly, okay guys? Jesus Lord. Come on. I mean really.
Fucking twats.
So Raja, I've discombobulated myself now. Raja, you are
You're giving up Brad. Nice. That's impressive.
Brad's a
Actually.
little hot and bothered now.
you are outside and night falls now. It's now nighttime. The Velvet Crown Casino is 24/7. Pretty much all the casinos in town are. Still no sign of Caslek.
I'm going to I'm going to walk just like down to where Sam's Tavern is, like just across the street there.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna like pull a random parchment off the bounty board,
Okay.
just like any one of them.
For the record, in Sam's Tavern, as you walk in,
Is the bounty board inside?
yeah,
Oh, okay. All right, then yeah, I walk in.
just on the inside of the door. You can keep a foot open on the door, and then grab a thing and keep an eye on the Velvet Casino.
I see my own poster right next to it, not as a wanted, but like as a service is offered. Do you have a ghost problem? Do you need zombies removed? Right there.
One of the lawyer billboards on the side of the highway.
Yeah, it's like
Roll
my own.
me,
It's like a hand sketch of my own face right there, smiling.
Roll me a D5.
Okay.
So you're going for a random one. So the random bounty that you pull off
Blink.
the thing is this one. Wanted, Kenneth Pett for the unlawful practice of magic. Wanted for the murder of younglings in Thin June. The reward is 500 gold pieces. Carlias, I feel like you have a copy of this as well in your inventory for the record.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll be. You're telling the truth. Guess no one else needs this, and I'll take it off the door.
In the back of Sam's Tavern. Sam's Tavern's an even smaller tavern than the Pearl. Sam was a halfling that died years ago, and it's now run by a pretty good-looking human commoner girl that grew up and was taken in by Sam and took the tavern over when he died, named Savine. However, in a very at a smaller table in the back of this really little. This is a commoner's tavern. Like, this is peasantry in here. The floor is dirty. The people in here, none of them have enough teeth, and all the tables are all scratched up and busted. You see Finn Renner and Garble at a table. This is where they are, and they're staying.
Gotcha.
They don't see you. You're just there.
It's tempting to go talk to them, but I don't want to miss Catholic leaving the second that I'm gone. So I'm just gonna notice them and be like, okay, good. They got settled. Gonna take this because no one's gonna need this Kenneth bounty because he's dead, and then just bail and then go right back over to the Velvet Crown before I miss too much.
Sure. And you're just gonna keep staking out the stakeout?
No, I'm actually gonna walk up because you said it's 2 different guards this time, right?
Yeah.
And plus, I'm wearing a different outfit, and they've never seen me before. So I'm gonna fold up the bounty so that it's just like a concealed parchment, so they can't see what it says on the inside. And I'm just gonna walk up to them and hold it as if it's a delivery. But I'm not gonna hold it out to him. I'm just gonna have it held close to me and be like, "Excuse me, is it?" And then unfold it for a second. Catholic still in.
Give me a performance or a persuasion check. I'll let you do either.
Sweet, I can have a 0 or a 0.
Hey, it's pretty good. The largest of the two tieflings in front of you, very broad-shouldered, clearly an experienced fighter, relatively elderly for a guard, looks down and says, "You have business with Catholic."
Just private letter to deliver, says for his hands only.
Okay.
Is he here so that I can give it to him? I was told make sure he is the recipient of it and no one else.
Give me a deception check. Yes, good try. I do not think so. You are, at the very least, the wrong race. Huh.
Can I say, are you so certain in Infernal?
He speaks to the other one in Infernal. This one knows our words, but he does not have the face. You do not have the face.
Right then, I'll come back later on when he's actually here then. I'll just put the letter in my jacket and walk away.
Sure. Always trying to break in, these humans. So dumb, so stupid. You stepping off?
Yeah, I'll just walk away. So they didn't really reveal whether he's still here or not. I will go back to my camping spot.
Cool. Give me another stealth check. With advantage.
Yikes.
Okay. The form of Raja disappears back down into the alleyway and parks himself between maybe 2 large crates or something, keeps an eye on the general area.
Is this another dead end where I can be cornered again?
No, this one is not a dead end. You've got either end. There's a couple of doors that haven't been opened all day since you've been down here, but it does look like these are just houses that people live in. Not like there's no shops or anything or other taverns or casinos or anything, just people's homes. You sort of catch up down an alleyway. Carlias, roll me a performance check.
Okay.
Here we go, boys.
If you dick me over right now, I'm uninstalling this from my computer.
Raising.
Literally.
It's good.
Didn't you say
It's
disadvantage?
very
Good.
Is
Through
it
the uprights.
disadvantage or no?
No, you have disadvantage. I just remember.
I'm sorry.
Not through the uprights.
I was that
Still
guy.
through the uprights.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, are you just looking through the keyhole critiquing?
Miami Blossom is a noble. Okay, yeah, if he wants the ace, he usually gets the ace. And you've denied him that. So that kind of ruined some of the experience for him. But, it was okay. He had fun. In terms of your own pleasure, were you pleasured by Miami Blossom?
I have the sudden urge to kill strings.
I love you so much, Connor.
Just mid coitus, like, I really hate strings.
Do you need Miami Blossom to roll a performance check on you?
Yep.
Might as well.
Yep, he gets.
It's
his
a
way.
19.
Hey! Well,
And
at
it's
least you had a
pretty.
good time.
So you had a mind-blowing experience with Miami Blossom. For him, it was a little disappointing, but maybe he doesn't show that.
Aw. He's
No.
a generous lover.
Give me an insight check.
no.
Oh,
Roll
no.
Roll low. Do the typical
Yeah.
man thing and just
As
assume
far-
you did great.
As far as you can tell, Miami Blossom had a great time as well. You guys have a wonderful time. How long do you spend in the room with Miami?
I'm gonna kill strings.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
I'm gonna spend a while there and gonna try and kind of woo him over, and kind of like build a friendship and such.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, you guys can be laying in the bed for a while.
Gotta give the
having a
massage.
nice conversation. What do you speak to him about while massaging
Like-
each other?
Well, that already happened.
Just asking him what what he does, and general get to know him questions.
What he does? He's a noble child. He doesn't do anything.
No, but what
Fair
does
enough.
he do then? Does he just gamble in the casino or
He works for his father.
doing?
He shies away from the questions when you ask him. It's not something you'd be interested in.
Well, I'll tell you if you tell me.
Well, I know what you do.
Wait, what? You
The
do?
gun, the beer, the gruff accent.
All right. What do I do then?
You're some sort of mercenary, some sort of rough and tumble type, I can tell.
Well, I mean, I guess to some degree, but no, actually a bounty hunter.
A bounty hunter, is it?
Hmm.
Oh. I suppose that makes sense. It's almost a mercenary in its own right, isn't it?
And that's what I say to a point. But
Well, what would you say is
Mercenary.
the difference between a mercenary and a bounty hunter?
mercenaries sometimes work for the wrong guy. Bounties go via the law, although sometimes the law's corrupt, as I've already learned.
Sometimes.
Or a lot of the time, to be honest.
I've not met too many lawmen. I don't tend to have to mess with them myself, although there have been a few instances. Money seems to do the trick almost all the time. I don't know if that makes me the criminal or them.
I mean, it sure helps.
What do you do if you get the wrong bounty?
What, like the target's the wrong person?
Have you ever done it? You ever accidentally killed someone else?
Don't really tend to leave it up to chance. I scout out, do recon. One time I got to know the person. Waited for their ruse to crack.
And
It was him.
then?
Well, I had to put him down.
Oh. With your guns?
Well, and I grabbed one from the counter and scar shot. Well, this was the one that did the killing blow.
Can I shoot it?
Whoa, hold on now.
Well, I've never shot a gun.
You shot yours pretty well.
Miami Blossom blushes hugely. Well, I'd like to shoot yours, the other one. Of course.
I don't know how to take that. I don't know how to proceed.
Oh, go on, let me shoot it.
Oh, not right here. Not in the casino. Get kicked out.
Oh, please. I pay more than enough to be allowed to shoot a bloody gun.
You sure?
Yes, my father knows the owner. It's fine.
You won't let me get in trouble, will you?
No, you can possibly get in trouble with me.
I mean, I don't want them to take the gun. It means a lot to me.
They won't take your gun.
I know. I've seen these people.
I don't think you understand. I almost might as well own this stupid place anyway. You can't get in trouble with me.
Do I still have... No, I don't have the gun that Raja had. Damn it.
All right, fine. But let me hold your hand whilst you're holding it.
All right. Let me make an attack roll.
It's a pretty powerful gun. Just so don't want the recoil to smack you in your face, you know.
If he rolls a 1,
He's just gonna shoot at a wine bottle on the windowsill.
Please don't kill yourself, dude.
He puts a wine bottle on the windowsill, opens the window, and then steps back at the far end of the room. And the two of you are there, butt naked.
We're doing like
holding
a ghost.
the ghost scene, yeah. With the gun, like he runs his hand along the shaft and then puts his hand on the trigger before, and then says, "Oh, what? Do I just pull this?
Now hold on.
Pull or squeeze?"
So your left hand is going
Right.
to want to squeeze.
Squeeze the gun,
Squeeze the gun towards you.
right?
Your right hand is going to want to push the gun.
Okay.
So it kind of counteracts and your arms lock.
And then,
And you're not going to pull the trigger. You're going to...
is it going to kick too much?
Don't worry, I got my hands on, so...
I'm not much of a fighter, of course.
You'll be fine. I can help with the recoil.
All right. It's dexterity, isn't it? With no proficiency.
I think. Yeah.
I feel like you're helping him shoot this, yeah?
Mhm.
I'm gonna give him advantage, and I'm gonna roll it in the chat. Oh, so I mean, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant, really. But he, like, even without like your guidance, like with your help, you sort of feel like him sort of take control of the gun. He then just goes bang, just shoots this thing. On the bottle, there's a little circular label of a logo, some random logo of some dwarven company, and it just hits the dead middle of the bottle. The bottle just boom. It doesn't even explode the bottle. It just shoots straight through and out the other side, like that fucking Corn video where you just see the bullet going through everything. You just see all the wine just spill out of either side. It's bottle. It should have exploded. It's the most amazing shot you've ever seen anyone make on their first attempt. He's a complete and utter natural. And he... Oh, it's horrible. Take it away.
A certain gun kind of sticks up in the air.
Going in for round 2.
Please let this guy be a regular.
What a rush.
Story.
Just kind of I'm guessing he'd like bump backwards.
Yeah,
So you just go like,
it
prodded
begins. And it begins again. The adrenaline rush continues. Roll us a performance check for this one.
Fuck's sake. I'm sorry if I get dicked over by this.
Get dicked over by this. Oh! It's the best sex
I
Miami
don't know if I
Blossom
should be
has
happy
ever
or
had.
sad about that, to be honest.
It's good. It's good. Miami Blossom has a fucking amazing time. The adrenaline rush of the shooting the gun, the high of you seeing this person shoot the gun so fucking well, and then followed by further passionate. Raja, give me another perception check. Window's open.
I was just about to say, like 3 minutes into it, you hear Carlias. I know that was you.
Yeah, you hear like a gunshot go off, and then immediately just raucous fucking coming from a window, from an open window a few flights up in the tower.
Do I hear him shout?
I'm gonna circle. Like I'm gonna avoid the guards as wide around as I can, and just try to get close enough to the window, like within earshot.
Yeah, you're just
And,
listening in, you pervert.
No, I'm gonna walk up to it and go. I know that's you, Carlias. No one else fires a gun in a hotel. Is everyone alive?
Carlias is too busy firing his other gun to hear you.
No,
Deep in the throes of passion.
I love D&D so much.
This is a 21.
Carlias.
I figured I'd, maybe
Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
pick him up and carry him over and lean out. What's going on?
Yeah.
Hey, good to see you, Roger. It's good.
Yeah, there's a
little bit
naked
busy
Carlias
shooting my gun.
leaning out of the window. There's one window with like lots of wine dripping down from the side of the windowsill.
What is going on up there?
Just, shooting guns and
Hey,
stuff.
ask whoever is your buddy. Ask him if Kaslik is still here.
I'm gonna like position him so that he's like kind of hanging out the window.
Yeah. Why not at this point?
I didn't even notice Jay's gone. I'm still gonna be, Carlos is still gonna be doing his thing. So you've just got Miami Blossom hanging out the window, just
And I can tell what's happening, I presume, just from the the motion going on. Oh.
It's up to Brad. Like,
No, that's where we're going to a break.
Oh my god.
We'll be right back. I'm dead. We'll be right back. I will be right back.